Okay, so today we're going to talk all about Thieves and Thieves Household Cleaner, Thieves Essential Oil, the whole Thieves line by Young Living. So, in the chat, if you're here on the Zoom call, I am putting in the chat these a blog I found from the Young Living Lavender Life blog, and it's all about thieves, and I really liked it because it goes really in depth into thieves and like why it's a great, not only like household cleaner, but why it's important to have in your home. And I'm also going to put just two pictures of thieves DIYs and like another more all about thieves kind of thing. Hold on, I saved the same picture twice, so I gotta go get the other one. But I thought these were fun too, just because, like it's just some different recipes and whatnot. But we are going to go through and talk more about thieves and like the different things you can do with it and why it's great to use, and why you should be using it. So that's like kind of the intro. If you're watching this back on YouTube, I'm going to put the Young Living blog link. I don't really know if I could put the cards, the recipe cards in the description, because I don't think I can put pictures. So, just message me if you want them and I'll find it for you on my computer somewhere. Anyway. Okay. So should we start with the household cleaner? Should we start with the oil? I think we should maybe start with the oil and then I don't know.
Let's say start with the
Okay, let's start with the oil, and then we'll move into like the household products, and then if you want to take over with like the extracurricular thieves products, because I don't have those yet, so I'm excited to learn about them. So we have our Thieves Essential Oil blend, and I'm going to talk more about like the spiritual properties of it, but I think Mary Ellen has more knowledge on the immune supporting properties. That's the words I'm looking for, of this oil. So just for a baseline, our Thieves oil is a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon, and rosemary essential oil. So it's like a very basic blend, but it has a lot of power to it. So Mary Ellen, I'm gonna throw this bottle of Thieves to you and talk all about the things that you like to do with it.
So we use it as an immunity booster for the most part. You can take it internally. It is in the Vitality line, but the Vitality oil is the same oil that comes in the regular bottle. So I never buy the Vitality oil. I just use one bottle for everything. I like to put it in my coffee or hot chocolate. It makes it a little bit spicy, but it's delicious. And so you can kind of boost that immunity from the inside out. You can also put it in a roller. It is a hot oil, so you want to dilute it quite a bit, especially if you're using it on children. You want to like really dilute it because their skin's a little more sensitive. But just rub it in some coconut oil or whatever carrier oil you like. I like to put it on the spine or on the feet just because I feel like that's where it's absorbed the fastest. And also if you have kids, that's a place where they usually can't bother it. So they can't like rub it and then rub their eyes or something. Trying to think of how you can diffuse it. So if we're sick, I like to diffuse that in lavender. Because lavender also has some immunity boosting properties, but it's also very calming. And when you're sick, you need, to be able to relax and rest and be able to recuperate a little bit. So lavender and Thieves is like my sick blend. If we have the sniffles, I'll put some snifflies in there too. But really the Thieves and lavender, it smells like a snickerdoodle. It's delicious. Totally recommend. So that's how we use it for immunity boosting. I can't think of any other ways that we use the actual oil. I think that pretty much covers it.
And do you roll it on yourself and your kids daily?
I don't, and I should. Right now I put lavender behind Jude's ears, and then I put frankincense on each of our heads just as immunity booster. Thieves is tricky though because you do have to dilute it. If I wasn't lazy and had actually made a roller, which would be super easy to do, yeah, I would like roll that on specifically my kids' spines just to keep them healthy. I just haven't done that yet. So
I'm with you on the lazy mom club who doesn't take a roller yet. When I do it for my kids for immunity boosting, I just throw them in the bathtub with a couple of drops of Thieves because
That's smart.
that's
Yeah.
just what I like to do.
That's
Yeah, it makes it diluted, and it's just a good way to, there's the bath is good for them too when they're not feeling that great. But
right.
I'm gonna try the Thieves in the hot chocolate. I never thought of that until now.
It's good. Just make sure you don't put too much in. 1 to 2 drops is plenty. You go any further past that, and it gets a little too spicy.
You know what? I can put Thieves in my mouth, and I'm good. So like,
Okay. You might be able to. But for me, 2 drops of coffee is like perfect.
I saw somebody today like making a French roast and putting Thieves in it, and she was like, I'm like, girl, aren't you gonna burn your mouth? Like, oh my goodness. But she's good. She even knows how to cook with all the oils and everything, so she makes things nice and spicy. And I'm like, okay, maybe she knows what she's talking about. So she does the way.
If you are to put it in your coffee or hot chocolate, I would use the milk, like to mix it in because the milk has fat in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just put it in like a black cup of coffee, or else the oil is just gonna sit on the top. It's not the way I would do it. I would put it either in the creamer before you put it in, or like add it as you're putting in the creamer. Or if you're doing a latte, like put it in the milk. So
that sounds yummy. I wish I liked coffee. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the more spiritual property of Thieves oil and how I use it as a protection blend. Not only is this like immunity protection, for obviously for your immune system, and it's also like good protection for your spiritual health, because there are, like I said before, the ingredients in here, but specifically the clove, the cinnamon, and the rosemary are really good protection herbs. Is clove technically an herb? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, spice.
No? Yeah, it's spice.
Spice. Okay. We all know what I'm talking about. It's protective in that sense. Cinnamon's also really great for bringing in abundance. There's also lemon in here, which is, I like to use lemon to bring in joy. Because lemon's like really happy and it's a more brightening smell. So this one's just a really good oil to anoint your home in and anoint yourself when you're trying to do like different practices. Like today I was going on a hike with people and I haven't gone hiking in a really long time. So I use this not only for like the immunity aspect of it. I didn't really care about the immunity aspect of it personally. It was more like as a warding mechanism to just put this on me to protect my joy, protect my energy, and continue to bring like abundance and like happy thoughts into myself, kind of thing. I also
like that.
It's good for that. I also like to use it as like warding for my home. So what I'll do is I'll take like just a couple of drops of the Thieves and then maybe like a squirt or two. I have like a fractionated coconut oil that like squirts out. So I'll take like a drop or two in my hand and I'll like go over the door frames and like, some people read a psalm. Some people like have like a specific Bible verse that they do. I like to sing the song by Chris Tomlin. Took me a minute. The one that's on that verse about in Joshua, as for me and my house, we
will serve the Lord.
Mm-hmm. So I do that all throughout my house and like kind of thing, just to keep everything, especially if you're practicing magic in your home, you want to, and you're specifically working with certain deities and you don't want other things to get in. I highly recommend just doing that in a way that would be favorable. Like saying, I don't know what other people say with other deities. I personally only work with certain things. Mary Ellen's watching me talk in a circle and laughing about it. But anyway, that's how I use it for like the more like spiritual aspect of it. I also like to use it to anoint candles when I do like full moon rituals. I can also use this so there's one oil blend called Abundance, and then there's this one. Sometimes I'll use those two interchangeably just because the Thieves has properties in it that bring abundance. So I'll anoint a candle with it and then take the candle and roll it in basil or something and make it like super herby and whatnot, and that's really fun. But yeah, that's how I use it for witchy stuff. Okay, so let's move on to the household cleaner, right? So this is the only cleaner that our house uses. I know Mary Ellen's the same. Like, well, we use the Thieves line, but like this is like the only label that you see because you can use this for so many different things. So I do some of the cleaning in our house. I will give Jack a lot of the credit. He does the majority of the cleaning of our house, and I'm extremely grateful for it. He does that so I can focus on all of this, and I love him for that. But I make all this stuff for him. So I make the household cleaner, which all you do to make like a household cleaner, Jack, you just pass me the spray bottle, please. That's right there. You just take a cap full of this, and these are amber glass spray bottles. Get these on Amazon. I can actually link them in. I can link them in the chat, or I can link them in the. I'm gonna just link them in the bio of the YouTube video, and then I'll send you the YouTube video so you can see the link if you don't care. But anyway, there's a whatchamacallit. There's like a 6-pack of these on Amazon. I think I spent like 11 or 12 bucks. Like I don't remember it being super expensive. These amber glass. I wanted a lot of them because like we have kids, so in case they break. I also just like to have a lot of them because I lose things really easily. So yeah, we needed a few, and I haven't lost any of them. Still have all 6. It's a miracle. Could I tell you where they are? No, but they are throughout my house. Anyway, you take a cap full of this, put it in here. This is a 16-ounce amber glass spray bottle. Fill it up with water, and then there you go. You got household cleaner. It's about, this bottle itself, the 14.4 ounce of Thieves household cleaner is like, what is it, $23? Something like that. And to make these little amber glass bottles, it's about 50 cents a spray bottle. So when you go out through it, you go through the whole thing of Thieves. If you only use it for making this, you get about 48 of these amber glass spray bottles worth of household cleaner for $23, which is insane because you go to Target and you grab another household cleaner off the shelf, you know, greenwashed or not, or traditional, you're not going to be paying 50 cents for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like insane. That was the main reason we switched over to Thieves. You could do other things with this, a lot of other things. Some of my personal favorite recipes with just the Thieves household cleaner is, well, we're not really adventurous. So the only other recipe that I have with the Thieves household cleaner, like itself, I use it to like stretch out the laundry soap and the dish soap, which we could talk about in a few minutes. But the only other recipe I do straight up with this is for the floor cleaner, and I just put a cap full of this in our, like, we have like one of those mops that has the spray bottle at the top. You know, it's like a cloth mop, and you spray it at the top, and we just put
Like a Swiffer?
What?
Like a Swiffer?
Yeah, that's the word. See, I don't do the cleaning in the house, so I don't know. It's green though. It's not a slow Swiffer. It's the Lieberman. I don't know. But we got it without, there was no cleaner in it. No cleaner in it, nothing like came with it except for one pad. I had to buy another pad. And all we do is we put another we put one cap full of this in there, some vinegar, like, you know, we fill it up like a fourth with vinegar and then the rest with water, and then that's that. This cleans our whole house. We use it on the tub. We don't use it on the tub anymore. We use this on the tub. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But we use this on all the counters, all the mirrors, like everything. If you don't want streaks in your mirrors, like add vinegar to this. But otherwise, like, we use that for everything. Mary Ellen, do you have anything you want to say about the Thieves household cleaner and like why you use it specifically, or DIY?
Well, I mean, just because I wanted a green cleaner, so I mean, it was pretty simple for me. And it lasts forever. Like, I get the big bottle. Like, I don't get that bottle. I get like the industrial size bottle of Thieves cleaner, the like 96-ounce one or something. And it lasts forever. And we use so much of it. Because we use like a regular cloth mop, but we use a capful in the mop water. So, I mean, that takes up a lot of household cleaner, plus the spray bottles. I'll do like half and half in a roller ball to do like a laundry treatment, like a stain treatment. So half water, half Thieves household cleaner just to fill up the roller ball. Use that. Before they came out with the kitchen and bath scrub, I would take baking soda and mix that with the Thieves household cleaner to make like a soft scrub, which was really good for bathtubs or kitchen counters. There is a recipe to make a toilet cleaner, which I really want to do because that's the only like cleaning product in our house that we use that isn't Thieves. Is we still get like toilet cleaner. So once we finish up this toilet cleaner, I really want to try making a recipe with that. I even got like little squeeze bottles to try it out. And I think that's mainly what we use the cleaner for. But like it's super economical.
It is really economical. That's like the main reason. Honestly, we needed like a fragrance-free cleaner. That was really important to us, like because I'm highly allergic to fragrances. So obviously this does not have any fragrance in it. Jack, I love him so much, but he is so annoying. And one day he's like, "Oh, is it really green? Is it really clean? Like, is it like a good cleaner?" So I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And he's like, "Well, do you know all these? Look at this ingredient. Do you know what it is? Do you know what that is? Do you know?" And I'm like, "No, but I trust the company. They're fine." So we end up Googling literally every single ingredient in the Thieves household cleaner. This man, like, I don't understand him. No, I get it. And every single one of them was like a good ingredient. Like it did not come from anything gross or anything like that was not plant-based, which was awesome just because like I would expect this to be a lot more expensive than it is, honestly. Like this is really where Young Living knocked it out of the park. Like not only cleaning wise, it gets paint out, like it gets like everything out. Like I don't know what they did with this, but it's really good. So for toilets is the one thing I actually get a lot of satisfaction from cleaning the toilet. Isn't that the most I hate cleaning, but toilets, like if he asks me to do the bathroom and I can clean the toilet, I'm like, okay with it. So all I do with the toilet is you take it whole, I mean, you use a capful, but I do a capful of the Thieves household cleaner, first I sprinkle baking soda all over, and I try my best to get the sides, but I'm a human. So I do my best to get the sides. Then I take a capful of the Thieves household cleaner and I put it in. And then I take some drops of lemon, like maybe like 4 or 5. And I, again, on the baking soda, like go around the sides, let it sit for a good like 5-10 minutes. Then you scrub it. And oh my goodness, Mary Ellen, the toilet looks new. You don't even need to do a fancy schmancy recipe. Like it's really.
I mean, I do want my husband to use it. That's the only issue.
Oh no, I mean Jack does. I mean, it took him a while. That's fair. He does it now, but it took him a few times.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But for this, like, again, like spiritually, it has the same ingredients as the Thieves oil. It has the clove, the lemon, the cinnamon, and rosemary. So you can banish like negative energy in your home by rubbing or cleaning counterclockwise. That's clockwise. Counterclockwise, you can clean. Just scrub your like walls or your floors or whatever. Your like have their, what is this called? A counter. And while banishing what you want to banish, like negative energies, like sometimes like if I wake up on the wrong side of the table or the wrong side, yes, because I sleep on a table. I woke up on the wrong side of the table. I had a long day, okay? We hiked for like 3 miles and my ankle is still gimp from, like rolling on it. I'll tell you later. Well, after the Zoom, I'll tell you how I hurt my ankle. You had to be there to know the story in real life, YouTube friends. Anyway, you could use that to banish negative energy. If I wake up on like the wrong side of the bed, I'll go and just scrub out any of that negativity, and just try to get it out of my home. Or if you go clockwise, if you're trying to like manifest certain things for your family, you go clockwise as you're cleaning and you manifest those. You think about those things that you're manifesting. Think about how happy you would feel if they come into your life and all that kind of stuff. That's a good trick 2. I hate doing dishes, so we can talk about this next. That's how I get through the dishes, is I sit there and I scrub them clockwise, and I say, I am so thankful for this abundance of food. I'm so thankful that I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get my next meal. I am so thankful that my fridge is full. Like, if I don't do that, I literally just sit there by the dishes like, I'm going to kill myself. Why am I doing this? I hate doing this. This is the worst thing in the world. Like, it is so, I really hate doing the dishes. Oh my gosh. I have childhood trauma surrounding the dishes, doing the dishes. That's my excuse. Fair enough. Okay.
I feel that, yes.
Mary Ellen, every single time I get on a Zoom with Mary Ellen, I'm just afraid that she's going to start sending me her bill because, yeah, that's, what did you say?
I said I have a running tally of how much you owe me. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
It's, yeah.
Once you get our, I'll send it over to you.
Oh my goodness, no, then you'll take my whole paycheck, Mary Ellen. That's what you're trying to do. So this, do you use this? Do you stretch it?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just put it, like, we have one of those dish wands that keeps the soap in it. Like, I just put it down.
That's fun.
Fine.
I love those. Well, I'm assuming you also have a dishwasher.
Well, yes and no. We have a dishwasher. It's not functional at the moment. So no, I'm hand washing all the time.
Because I was assuming because I don't have a dishwasher, which is why I stretch it. Because otherwise I feel like, well, I'm a little soap happy. So if I'm the one doing the dishes, it's going to rain soap. So I don't.
Let's think that it like dispenses it itself. So like.
That's true. That's smart. That's smart. You might have to send me what you use, like a picture of it, so that I know what to look for at Dollar General, the only store that's around me. Anyway, so I for my Thieves dish soap, I stretch it because I only use this. Also, Jack has an issue when it doesn't bubble, so that's a big thing with the unstretched version of the dish soap is it does not sud a lot. So if you or your dude is going to get wigged out by it not sudding, you want to stretch it out a little bit because it just helps to create the bubbles. All I do is like I leave about this much of the Thieves dish soap in here. Then I fill it this much with the Thieves household cleaner. So maybe like 2 or 3 capfuls worth of the Thieves household cleaner. The rest with water. If I have Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, I'll put a squirt in there just for funsies. If I don't, I don't. But I fill it up with water, give it a little shake some intention into there, call it a day. My dish soap is made. So that's how I do that. And it, like one of these will last me 2-3 months because we just keep stretching it out. Like this lasts forever. And then Young Living recently had a promo where they did like huge bottles of it. And I got one on my account, and then my mom got one on her account, and she's like, I'm not going to use this. So she gave it to me. So now I'm not buying soap for like 2 years. Like I'm set for a long time. And this is just one of the leftover little bottles. This is unstretched still. I have like 2 of the big ones still. So like I'm good for a long time on dish soap. Anyway.
How does it cut through grease?
How does it cut through grease?
Yeah.
It does pretty well. Sometimes if it's like really bad, obviously soaking your dishes is like a good tactic. But sometimes if things are really, really, really bad, I just put lemon essential oil on top of it and it's fine.
Yeah.
You know. So that's what I do. Let's talk about this friend. We're just like not even gonna address Scott screaming in the background at all.
I'm excited for this one.
Jack has them. I love this stuff. Do you stretch it, Mary Ellen?
I do, yeah.
Okay. How do you stretch it?
Well, we have a gallon like drink dispenser that I'll put one of those in about, I would say, 3 capfuls of cleaner. And I usually put a little bit of borax in there and then like stir it up and add water.
That is pretty similar to what I do, except I don't do a gallon thing. I have really short cabinets above my washing machine, so I don't think a gallon jug would fit there, honestly. So I keep these. I probably like switch it out every. I keep one of these in my house, like obviously the one that's full of laundry soap. Then I just keep one that I use with the not dish soap. What is this? Laundry soap in there already. And then I have one empty one always in my house. So I just keep like a couple of these in my house. So I do like make sure everything's clean and whatnot. But I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. I feel like I've just painted myself as a garbage human throughout this whole thing because like I don't really do the cleaning. So just have to make sure people realize I'm not that bad. But anyway, I will keep this much about of the like up to like the little middle of the tea. That's how I measure it, is the middle of the tea of the Thieves laundry soap. Then I fill, like you said, like 2 or 3 capfuls of the um household cleaner. I do a little bit more because my husband is a mechanic. So I need to really make sure I get not only grease out, but like he comes home smelling like antifreeze and like this maple syrup smelling stuff and like oil everywhere. Just sometimes he's like, I just put my hand in the oil because it felt good. And I'm like, the problems, like serious problems. This is the dude, his favorite smelling essential oil is tea tree. Like problems. Anyway, wait, because he likes it because it smells like a musty basement. I forgot to mention that. So because he loves his musty basement oil, I put like 40 drops of tea tree in here when I do it. That's what I use tea tree the most for because it makes him smell like a musty basement and he loves it. Why am I with this dude? I don't even know.
No, Josh loves it too. He loves it. He has shampoo. He has everything.
It's a man smell. You're right, Mary Ellen. It's very much. That's actually a really good point. Wow. Okay. Look, psychologist coming in, diagnosing all the men here. Like, here we go. But I put like 40 drops of Thieves in here. Then I put like 20 drops of like lemon or lemongrass because those are 2 really good for cutting out the grease. And then fill the rest up with water, give it a good shake, and that's that. It gets through grease, mud, what else? Poop. We both cloth diapers, so it cleans a lot of poop. And my diapers smell fine. Do your diapers smell fine?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't use it if they didn't.
Yeah. So I
I
mean,
forgot to put purification oil in mine too.
that's smart.
So
that's like actually the laundry oil. That's like what you're supposed to do with purification. Or you can use it for stinky feet or ears. It's a great oil. But apparently you can use purification for the ears because there's citronella in it. So if you have citronella, you can use those interchangeably. Anyway, I think that's that. I buy this kind of frequently because we do a lot of laundry, but it's still like once every 2 or 3 months. So that's only like $15 a month on laundry detergent, which isn't bad. No. How often do you buy this?
I'd say every 3 months.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of laundry. I mean, I do at least 1 load a day, usually more than that. So
yeah, easily. When you stay at home, you can just drown in laundry. It's great.
It's always here, always.
And there's always a pile that needs to be folded.
Correct. Yes.
Will always stay there. Anyway, kitchen and bath scrub. This thing,
like gateway product.
Yeah, this is like how this one the first time I used this, I'm like, there's no way that there's no chemicals in this because it worked so good. I had to do what Jack did and sit there and Google every single ingredient to make sure it was like actually kosher because like I just didn't believe that something this effective could be natural. So how do you use it, Mary Ellen?
The main way I use it is to clean my glass cooktop, like my stove. So like I'll spray regular Thieves cleaner to like really douse the glass, and then I'll sprinkle that on top and put a couple drops of lemon and just let it sit for like a couple minutes. And then I use like the Young Living scrub brush that came with some cleaning set. I don't even remember which one, but use that and it makes my glass cooktop look really good. And that is saying something because I'm a messy cook, but it makes it look good. So
I have to try that because that's exactly well, I originally bought it because our tub, um, we were just never able to get it like really clean after the old owners. Sometimes people just soap scum. It's not like that we didn't clean it like 100,000 times, but we like really like elbowed it and it wouldn't happen. So I bought this for that because I was like, you know what, it can't hurt. So I used it and I was like the thing is like clean. Well, now it's not clean anymore because my one gripe with one Young Living product is the charcoal bar soap. That soap scum is so nasty. Like it is just like you can't get it out. Like there was one part of it that adhered to my I'm a garbage human. It adhered to the wall of my what's it called, shower, or like the little thing where the soap's on. So at this point I can't pick it off anymore, but it's a decent amount of soap, so I'm not gonna waste it. So I just sat there like, and I used that soap. So eventually I'm gonna have to use this to get this off of there because it doesn't cut through with anything else. This is the only thing. I have to buy more of it to use on the glass stove top. I'm glad that you mentioned how you did that because I am too a messy cooker.
yeah, that's the way that I use it. I'll use it in like the bath too, or my husband uses it on the counters, which I just use the regular spray Thieves, but he likes it for the counters. I'll also use it for our stainless steel sink. Like
Oh yeah,
wet and then sprinkle that in and then use a scrub it.
it's a great. This is honestly a really great product. I don't know why they made this so good. I don't know how they made this so good.
Yeah.
This thing is so, and it's like it's it's comparable price to the things that you would get at the grocery store. I looked, like it's not expensive at all. This is only like $15, and it's big. It lasted us. We bought this at first in June, and it's November, and now I need to buy more. So yeah, it's really good. It lasts a long time. That's like really my favorite thing about the whole Thieves line for the most part. Like all of these guys, they really last for like a long time. And I love that about them because it makes green cleaning easy. Anyway, okay. So that's like the more cleaning products of Thieves. Mary Ellen has a few more, like there's also the Thieves, I forgot to grab them. The toothpaste. There we go. The toothpaste and the mouthwash. We use both the toothpaste and the mouthwash. And Jack was like, he never expressed this to me, but after he went and got a dental appointment recently, he did express this to me. But he was like, I didn't really think that the Thieves was going to work at preventing cavities, and I was really afraid to go to my dentist because I thought I was going to have a cavity, but like I didn't. So,
There you go.
But he's never had a cavity in his life, so I don't know if he's the best judge for that. But anyway. But I like the mouthwash because it has colloidal silver in it, and that's really good for like preventing cavities and different things. I also swirl it because you should shake it before you. It's very strong tasting. That is the one thing I do not like about it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
It's not the best flavor. But I swirl it around and I say like with it, I say banish cavities, like as I swirl it 3 times because that's like the one like the witchy thing I do with my teeth. I have really bad teeth, so you know what? Nothing can hurt at this point.
Yeah.
But other than that, you have a couple of the fun things. So what are the funner things that you have?
The chest rub, and I forgot to grab it. It's in there with a sleeping Jude, but I will tell you about it and not show it to you. So I brought this as a preventative thing because I'm trying to build like our natural medicine cabinet a little bit, and I wanted a chest rub in case the kids get congested. but I kind of forgot about it. And I got it my last order and it was still sitting on the sink. And Jude, he had the sniffles, and I heard in the middle of the night him like really wheezing to breathe, and that was kind of scary. So I went and got that and like rubbed it on his chest, and almost instantly like he was able to open up his airways and breathe a lot better. So I swear by the chest rub. I will always have a bottle of the chest rub. And it's pricey compared to like a bottle of Vicks, but the way that you apply it, there's holes in the top so you can rub it straight on so you don't waste any product. And I think it'll last for like forever because you're not wasting anything by like putting it on your hands, or there's no like contamination. You just squeeze a little bit out, it goes on their chest. And you use like the most minuscule amount. At least that's what I did with Jude. Perfect. So we also have lozenges.
I was gonna ask, isn't the lozenges and the chest rub both like OTC approved, like over the counter approved?
I don't know,
but I would hold on. I can Google it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Talk about the lozenges, and I'm gonna go figure that out.
So we had the lozenges last winter, and they are very strong tasting. My husband is very much like a cherry cough drop kind of guy, so he did not like the Thieves lozenges, but I did. But I thought it was good, just not even for only a sore throat, but also if you have the congestion, because like the spices in it, I feel really open you up and help you breathe a little bit better. But it definitely helped with like my sore throat that I had, and I was pregnant at the time, so I didn't want to take anything over the counter, but I took the lozenges and they worked really well. So highly recommend both products.
So the whatchamacallits are the, hold on, I have to look at the label of the chest rub and then I'll know. I wanted the Young Living website. The lozenges are FDA over the counter approved. So that's really interesting to know. And then why are you making me log in? Hold on. I have to just go to Young Living's website because it's just not letting me. I believe that the chest rub is over the counter approved, if I'm remembering correctly. I just want to like look at the back to see if there's the drug facts, thing on it. It's making me log in.
Yeah.
Young Living website. It's so mean.
I was blown away by the chest rub. That's something that we'll always have on stock now.
I want that.
Yeah, like I highly recommend it. And I've seen some people use it like runners, like if they're going out, they'll use it to like open up their airways, improve their performance.
And it is over the counter approved. So it is like actually like proven to help with breathing.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah. That's one thing I really like about Young Living is that they have a few like over the counter approved products. Same with the hand sanitizer, that's over the counter approved, and the Thieves, the little mini Thieves spray. That's technically a disinfectant spray because it has over 70% alcohol in it, and it's the ethyl alcohol, so it's not like the kind of alcohol that'll dry you out. Same with the hand sanitizer, and I really like those. I've used the Thieves spray. We don't necessarily use for cleaning, Jack, in the spring. That's a big springtime product. So when we go back to the springtime, after winter, when we get through to the spring, we're on the other side of this. We'll talk more about that, but he uses that for, what's that thing he touches? Poison oak. Yeah, and it helps. But that's like the gist of Thieves. So I'm going to stop recording.